Picture this, a young couple in their late 20s, newly married and living in a cozy tiny home they built themselves on family land, all while aggressively saving for their first big house purchase without breaking a sweat on rent. It's the kind of financial dream that makes you wonder, could this really work for anyone? But here's where it gets controversial. Does this privileged setup create an uneven playing field in the world of personal finance, or is it just smart planning that anyone could emulate with a bit of creativity? Dive into this edition of our popular series, How I Spend My Money, featured on The Journal, https://www.thejournal.ie/money-diaries/news, where we peek into the real financial lives of everyday Irish people. Whether you're a die-hard saver, a spontaneous spender, or somewhere in between, this column sheds light on practical money habits that might inspire your own budgeting adventures. We're always on the hunt for more stories. If you've got a unique financial journey and are up for tracking your spending and saving for a week, drop us a line at money@thejournal.ie. We'd love to feature you and hear your take on the series. Remember, these diaries come straight from readers like you, real people sharing a snapshot of their week. Not every situation will mirror your own, so let's approach them with kindness and curiosity, appreciating the insights without judgment. In our previous installment, we followed a governance assistant manager earning €71,000 in Munster. Now, let's turn our attention to this week's contributor, a PR and media manager bringing in €44,000 while residing in County Cork. Currently, my partner and I call County Cork home, where we inhabit a compact dwelling we constructed on my parents' property for about €16,000 3 years back. This move has been a game-changer financially, allowing us to funnel most of our earnings into savings for a future mortgage instead of drowning in Dublin's sky-high rents. Just a few weeks ago, we tied the knot in an incredibly budget-conscious, fully DIY ceremony. After 2 years of tireless planning, crafting, and thrifting, we hosted a delightful 2-day celebration for 100 guests, all for a mere €7,000. Throughout our 20s, we've hustled to build a solid foundation for financial stability as we enter our 30s. Our strategy for the coming years? Push hard on saving without squeezing the joy out of life entirely. We're settled in our home, united in marriage, and both hold degrees. For the final 2 years of this decade, we're committing to steady jobs and aggressive savings, while still carving out time for travel, socializing with friends, and stepping back from major life projects we've pursued since turning 22. That said, we're in the early stages of securing mortgage approval in principle, just in case an ideal property pops up sooner than expected. Occupation: PR and media manager. Age: 28. Location: County Cork. Salary: €44,500. Monthly take-home pay: €3,071. Monthly expenses: transportation: €70 monthly on our vehicle, which covers my portion of insurance and tax spread out over the year. Rent: €0. Household utilities: my share includes €25 for electricity, €10 for heating, using wood pellets for our stove, and €6.25 for internet. By splitting costs with my parents and investing in excellent insulation, triple-glazed windows, and energy-efficient appliances during construction, we've kept these bills impressively low. Phone bill: €9.99. Health insurance: €0. This is a first for me, as I'm now in a position to afford it. I'm planning to add this to my budget starting in 2026 for better peace of mind. Groceries: roughly €125 for my half. As vegetarians who prepare everything from scratch, this approach slashes our costs significantly. Subscriptions: €0. I view subscriptions as one of the sneakiest drains on your wallet. It's all too easy to pay monthly for services that no longer add value. Savings: €2,000. I'm directing 2/3 of my take-home pay toward building a nest egg for a house. Total monthly expenses, €2,246.24. Total monthly disposable income, €828, or about €207 weekly. This figure often climbs higher thanks to my side gigs, like flipping items on Vint or picking up freelance photography assignments. Monday. At 6:30 a.m., I'm up and starting my day with skincare and a soothing cup of tea. My work week runs from Thursday to Monday, so today wraps up my schedule. It's my first full week back post-marriage, following a brief 4-day honeymoon that ended last Monday. I also squeezed in Dublin meetings on Thursday and Friday, so I'm feeling quite drained and eager for some downtime. By 7 a.m., the workday kicks off. Working remotely from home, I often ease in on the couch with my tea, still in pajamas, before transitioning to my desk for better focus. I aim to tackle the morning productively, allowing my concentration to wane in the afternoon. Lunchtime at 12 p.m. means a walk with my mum to chat and catch up. At 1 p.m., I whip up lunch, typically raiding leftovers or the freezer to minimize waste and save money. It prevents us from forgetting about ingredients. A standard Monday meal might include chopped fruits and veggies, rice crackers, nuts, and whatever snacks are handy. My partner, who works at a cafe, gets meals there, which further cuts our expenses. Around 2 p.m., my partner returns from a team getaway celebrating the end of the busy hospitality season. They bring home a barmbrack, an October tradition in our household, so we enjoy a slice with tea while swapping stories from our weekends. By 4 p.m., work leaves me exhausted and a bit under the weather, and my partner is worn out from their outing. What starts as a quick lie-down turns into a 2-hour accidental nap with our cat. Dinner at 6 p.m. is another leftover feast, featuring spicy bin burgers from our wedding barbecue, paired with remaining salad and cheese. With the chilly weather, we also thaw a bread and butter pudding made from wedding day bread remnants. At 7 p.m., we unwind with a board game post-dinner, followed by a core strength and balance yoga session on YouTube. By 8:30 p.m., I'm in pajamas, sipping herbal tea while reading. I aim for 50 pages daily to unwind fully without screens. Currently, I'm immersed in Elena Ferrante's My Brilliant Friend, a captivating novel. At 9:30 p.m., I start a load of laundry set to run overnight during off-peak electricity hours, drying it outdoors in the morning. Finally, at 9:45 p.m., we settle into bed for the latest Taskmeister episode, drifting off without an alarm for much-needed rest. Today's total, €0. Tuesday. Waking at 9:30 a.m. after a lie-in, I'm battling a mild cold. My partner prepares a honey and lemon drink, and I ease into the day by sipping it in bed while planning meals and groceries for the week. Meal planning might feel tedious, but it's my top tip for reducing food waste. It simplifies dinner choices and aligns with your schedule. By 10:30 a.m., I rise for morning yoga stretches and a shower to shake off the grogginess. At 11:30 a.m., with rain pouring, no surprise in Ireland, we hang laundry in a less ventilated area and activate the dehumidifier. It serves double duty by drying clothes and fighting mold, running until 5 p.m. when electricity rates peak. Lunch at 12 p.m. is a smoothie and bagel to clear out the fridge. A friend's call at 12:15 p.m. leads us to plan a shared dinner and carpool for errands. By 1 p.m., we drive to town for coffee, courtesy of my friend. Charity shopping where I snag cutlery for €8, we're short on spoons, and a vintage ice bucket for cocktails, plus Kim Kai from a health store for €4.95. Grocery run at 3 p.m. We stick to Lidl for our main shop, lighter this week due to weekend plans. My share, €16.11. We also fuel the car fully. My half costs €31. At 4 p.m., back home, I handle admin like organizing wedding cards and noting gifts for thank you notes. Dinner with friends at 5:30 p.m. involves more wedding leftovers, Braised